Part of the Greenlit Podcast Network. Find more great shows at greenlitpodcasts.com.
Alex, I got news from America.
What?
Current events.
Okay.
They took Excedrin off the shelves.
Why?
They weren't really all that forthcoming about why. It didn't seem to be any sort of safety concern or, like poisoned or anything.
This is not. Yeah, I was gonna say this is not a Chicago Tylenol murder scenario.
No, I don't think so. They just took it all off the shelves, and I found out by going to do 2 different Targets, and they didn't have any of it except for one variety. And the entire point was that I was low on my migraine pills, and I wanted some more migraine pills, and now I have to wait X amount of days for it to come back to the stores, I guess.
Well, that's baffling.
Yeah, I guess. The good thing for me is that I don't get chronic migraines, so I can, it's an occasional thing. I don't need the relief that badly, but yeah.
What is a migraine? What does a migraine feel like? Because I don't believe I've ever had one, but I've also heard it's a crippling, debilitating malady.
Yeah, well, it can be for sure. For me, it just starts with. I think it's related to my muscles, like certain kind of muscle strain, but like...
Okay, because you are jacked, as they say.
No, just weirdly built inside, I guess.
Okay. Like mentally? Is that what you mean?
Well, yeah, but that's a different subject.
Oh.
Sometimes it can affect me by just like drinking alcohol or just like flashes of bright light or something that, and then I start to get a little bit numb in my left side. So when that originally happened when I was a teenager, I was like, oh boy, am I going to die from a stroke?
No.
And then, some of that prism-y looking stuff in the peripheries of your eyes. And then,
oh boy,
some more numbness as it sort of creeps up along the whole, left side of your upper body until eventually it just crescendos into a giant, huge headache. Centered in the front, basically.
Wow. All right. That all sounds pretty awful.
Yeah. And, the best natural way to take care of it is to basically just time out for however long and, lie under the covers and cover your eyes and just with a sheet.
Okay.
Just make sure you're blocking out all light, essentially. That's what works for me sometimes. Basically.
And how long does that last?
Oh, boy. Well, because it gets so bad, it can feel like hours, but it's probably, 45 minutes on average, let's say.
All right. Fun.
But either way, it's like, it does hit you so much that you're just like, you do feel debilitated. You're just like tired. And it's just like, I can't do anything else now because this is now my life for the next couple of hours.
Oh, fun.
Then, you should take like something like a strong aspirin or even Excedrin, which adds caffeine. And just have that to carry you for a little while.
So, in the absence of Excedrin, you ended up taking 2 fistfuls of Panadol. Is that right?
Well, no, I haven't gotten one since.
Oh,
not since I ran out and found out about the recall. So I'm good. I'm good so far. Yeah, just need to I don't know. I don't know what I need to do. It just sort of happens. Sometimes I'll just look at like a glint of light that shines, from something in my eyes. It's like, oh shit, that might debilitate me for the rest of the afternoon.
I don't. Yeah,
or maybe I'll just drink a beer and it'll happen, or maybe not.
That sounds like an inconvenience.
Yeah, but like I said, I don't get it chronically. I'm okay. Just a weird thing. Well, I remember when I did get one when I was about to leave Nagoya. And we went to the train station.
Yes? What? Is this my fault?
No, it's my fault.
Oh.
But I had my huge suitcase packed full of all of my Japan goodies. And it was, weighing down on my shoulder. And I didn't realize until it was way after the fact that, oh yeah, because of the muscle strain of this bag like pulling down on my shoulder, that gave me a migraine. And then I made you go into the nearby drugstore in the train station and try and find some aspirin.
Oh, that's right.
And then, for an aspirin I couldn't read because it's in Japanese. I took 2 of them and ended up overdosing. And then I got on the Shinkansen and had to throw up.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And then, compounded by the fact I had to wait in line for the bathroom. This was, by the way, like 10 minutes after the train left. It's just like, I'm waiting for the bathroom, trying so badly not to throw up right in the middle of the floor, and then finally got in there. Yeah, that was fun.
At least it is a remarkably smooth ride, even if you're nauseous.
Yeah, after that, it was smooth going, but yeah.
It's the pinnacle of Japanese engineering.
Overdosed on aspirin to try and get rid of my migraine, which was...
Living the dream!
Which was entirely caused by myself.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
All in all, I'd say it was a win.
Yeah. Anyway, I would like Excedrin to come back, please. Or you can go buy some for me again if you want. Some Japanese Excedrin.
Okay.
I do remember you just being a little bit upset with me. Like, oh God, what do you mean? What? I don't know what to...
Yeah, because I've never bought aspirin in Japan before.
Yeah. That was apparent.
Because like most other Japanese, like anything that is designed to be a painkiller, everything in Japan is, I'll say, parakeet grade.
Right.
Anytime I've had any work done by a doctor and they give me painkillers for after the procedure, they do either nothing or very little. And you're kind of left to your own devices in tracking down proper painkillers.
Yeah, what a shame. It's kind of like their spicy food. It's not spicy enough.
Well, I disagree. Have you heard of wasabi?
Yeah, but they don't count that. You know what I mean? Like you talk about hot sauce or something. Like for some reason, I've heard stories of like Japanese people. No, that's not the same. We don't. That's not spicy. That's wasabi.
Kind of like how when a Japanese person tells you about their genetic superiority because Japanese people can't get fat, and then you point out their national fucking sport of sumo, and they're like, "What now? What are you talking about?"
Or any given comedian on TV or something.
That's different. It's all power. Okay.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So here you go.
All right. Thanks, Guy.
Love Guy. He's the best.
Don't Japan-splain me. How is this intro going for 8 fucking minutes?
I don't know. It was. You wanted to know so much about Excedrin. Okay, we're done.
I love Excedrin. You might say it's Excedrin my expectations.
Yep. Did your dad come up with that line too?
Yes. Excedrin, something my body needs anyway.
Well, mine for sure.
It really soothes the E-zone.
Folks, you're listening to No More Whoppers. Hi, how are you? Doing good, thanks. My name is Ray Barnholt, the social media manager for Dogs. And with me, as always, Alex Frayola Virus.
Hey, don't catch me. Wash your hands.
Well, of course we don't mean to make light of a terrible situation.
I kind of think they've made their own terrible situation.
Yeah, well, just, I got to make fun of your name, so that's good.
That's true. Because as people have pointed out, like the flu is more of a danger right now than this. Like coronavirus, great. Well, not great, but you know what I mean. It seems dangerous if you have a pre-existing condition or if you are pregnant or elderly. Everyone else, you're fucking fine. You get knocked on your ass for a couple days.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, take precautions. Wash your hands, wear your mask, but just don't live in fear.
All right. Can I have unprotected sex with strangers?
For the last time, yes.
All right.
Alex. All right. Hey.
Well, you're not a stranger, I'm just saying.
We know each other.
All right. Breaking news, Alex.
What's up?
We lost the old version of a man called Douglas.
What?
R.I.P. Kirk Douglas.
Frederick Doug. Oh, right. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, right.
When did that happen?
Today.
Oh, I totally missed that.
Yeah.
Wow, finally.
Well, okay.
I mean, he was over 100 though, right?
Yeah, he was. Yeah. Loved his pasta sauce. Is that
no,
it?
Raymond. No, you're thinking of Paul Newman.
Oh, right. Okay.
Paul Newman's gonna have my legs broke.
Yeah, okay, sorry. I mean, I loved his race car driving.
No, you're okay. You're thinking of Tony Stark in Iron Man 2.
My joke is that was also Paul Newman, but yeah.
Oh, whoops. Okay. Yeah.
Fair enough. Kirk Douglas, Tony Stark.
Well,
What if Hank? It was Hank Pym, then also Tony Stark, as played by Kirk Douglas. And those characters hate each other.
well, R.I.P. Doug. He had a good run.
D-Boz. Alrighty.
D-Boz?
D-Boz.
What's D-Boz?
Just go with it. How
All
you
right.
doing?
All right, I'm looking off stage. Everyone's nodding at me.
Right,
So
yeah.
D-Boz.
Yes.
Yes.
How you doing? How's that bar?
Good. Used game shop. Thank you. Doing fine.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. Right. It's a shop. I meant to say, how's your chin-up bar?
Thank you. Oh, great. I hit my head on the ceiling and passed out cold.
All right, there we go. I'm sorry. Who visited?
Our buddy Daniel Worthington is here for the week.
Okay.
We're currently entering day 3 of 5. He's going to be hanging out at the bar every day playing Dragon Quest 3
he
like
there
you're
with you now?
supposed to.
Oh.
Yes, Daniel, say hi. He's very shy right now. Yeah, he's.
Oh, well, that's unnatural. He seems to be there in Japan a lot.
Yeah, he goes on vacation. It's a vacation.
Oh, all right.
Japan's a nice place to visit. Get over it.
Wouldn't want to live there.
No, hey, wait, I do. You know what? I do love living in Japan. I this comes up in conversation a lot at work, but usually when people are like, "Don't you ever want to move home?" No, I don't fucking ever want to move home because my country's a fucking garbage fire. I don't want to live there. I want to live here. Japan's comfy and clean and safe and nice, and America is the opposite of those things. Yes, yes, thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I get it.
The only reason I would move back is if I suddenly came into a lot of money, and even then, I would have to think about it.
Well, guess what? I'm buying your shop for $10.
What? Oh wait, I was supposed to play a drop there. Hang on, let me try this again. What? That doesn't fit. All right.
All ass to Lollapalooza.
All right. I accept checks. I accept PayPal.
The cereal?
I accept cereal.
The cereal checks?
What? Oh, no. I guess. Did they still make that?
Checks the cereal. How about Muddy Buddies?
We've talked about this before, and I still think you're making it up.
Yes, they still make it, and yes, they do sell Muddy Buddies in a bag.
It still sounds like your weird friend's weird family's name for poop.
I didn't make it up. Someone else did and turned it into American Classic. I'm sorry.
Define classic.
People know about it and make it. And now it's sold in retail.
All right.
It's not my fault you never heard of it.
You told me.
Yeah. Case closed.
Sorry, I'm leaning away from the mic because I made myself a double cup of Fua latte, and it's good. It's good coffee.
All right.
Good coffee, Marv. What's up?
Yeah, cafe latte.
It's good.
Yeah. Free cafe lattes for life. How about
What?
that?
Who gets that?
Kramer.
Oh, that's right. Oh, Jackie Childs. Well, Raymond, it's been an exciting month on the world stage. We have a lot of news coming out of America.
Right, Kirk Douglas.
Right. Yeah, let's get into that again.
Let's recap. Old man dead.
Hey, you want some Kirk Douglas facts? Check it out. He Japan's cute nickname for him is Kurdo. That's all I got.
No, I think they were just talking about the Kurds.
Oh,
The people.
shit.
Yeah. Kurdistan.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
And Tony Curtis as well.
Right. Yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's fun. So what's going on in your neck of the woods?
Well, school's back on.
Oh.
Doing that spring semester now.
All right. Well, what classes are you taking?
I'm taking Intro to Ethnic Studies,
Okay.
Survey of American History,
Fun.
and English 1A. So it's English Comp, basically.
Oh, God.
There's another one.
Your man. Yeah. I mean,
missing?
you could have tested out of that 20 years ago.
Yeah, well, they fucked around too much in administration, and I'm just going for it anyway because
Okay.
didn't seem too easy to transfer my old completed courses from all that time ago. And
What? Why?
you know what? I kept bugging the counselor to bug the deans of the thing, and they never ever got back to me either way. And I'm just like, fuck it. I am running out of time. I just might as well do it and clear it off the fucking thing. Oh, and another class. This is why I forgot to mention it because I wanted to forget it. Politics and Government in America.
Fun.
Yeah,
Hey, that's relevant these days.
like an introductory political science course. Yeah, these are all, again, requirements I have to fill in before I get to my real shit. And 3 of them are online, so I only have to go to one on Monday and Wednesday. And, that's a lot of the rest of the week to work on everything else.
Well, that's fun. It's nice to have goals.
Yeah, such as do everything.
Do everything.
Yeah, so they all seem to be fairly smooth going so far. It's been two weeks, but the English one, it's like, man, if I wasn't such a good writer, and I'm not bragging, I'm just saying I can handle it. But man, if I was worse than I am now, I'd be really slammed. Because it's like right on the outset, I have to write like almost 1,500 words of things per week already. Over like 4 different assignments. It's just like crazy.
Wow. Boy, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's like I'm not quite slammed. I'm like borderline slammed. But if I, if I was bad at this, I'd be really slammed and really feeling it. But it's quite interesting to participate in or watch. We'll see. Like I mentioned before with other classes, it's like I can mostly just bullshit out an acceptable essay, almost stream of consciousness. And,
it's remarkably easy. And it's especially easy when you realize your teacher doesn't want to be spending their weekend reading these fucking things anyway.
Yeah. But
so as
at
long
the same time,
as long as it's what?
No, I'm sorry. Finish.
As long as it's legible and you have halfway human ideas, you're completely fine.
Right. Well, there's these. You have to do MLA format and all this stuff. But so far, it's just like.
Are you talking about the Mustis League of America?
Mustaine, Dave Mustaine League.
Oh, it's my bad.
Yeah. But even that is just so far, just like just the basics. Establish your topic. Write a couple of sentences explaining that, and then you're good.
All right.
And have that all done in 250 words or a little more, and then do that 4 more times for the rest of the week.
Easy peasy.
Oh, and it's like due in like 2 days.
Okay.
Yeah. Stuff like that. So it's really, really interesting. Again, if I was a lesser student, I'd be screwed.
Fine.
But then the one class I do have to show up in person for is Intro to Ethnic Studies. And on the first day, there was someone in class from one of my previous science classes who was one of the lovable dopes who I mentioned before.
Oh, no.
The guy who asked really just like frequent and wild questions, like all throughout.
That was the working title for Wild and Crazy Kids.
Let me give you an example. Because I did a bad example last time. Let me give you an example. Alex, why don't you just Let me give you an example of how this guy asks
Okay.
questions.
All right.
Alex, just tell me something about yourself, like, going to school or moving to Japan, just a little brief bio part of yourself there.
So the reason I moved to Japan in 2006 was because I studied over here in 2004, and I ended up really liking it because I was in the Kasugai area going to Chuba University, and I ended up falling in love with the Nagoya and the Chuba area in general. I've never been a fan of Tokyo. It's a little too hectic, a little too big for me. Nagoya is just the right size. It's a comfy place to live.
So, did you live on an army base in Japan?
What? No, I said I was a student.
Well, no, I mean, because there's a lot of military bases in Japan from America, and so I was just wondering if
Yeah, but primarily Okinawa. I said I was in Chubu. It's it's nothing. There's nothing there. It's miso and shrimp and
Oh, okay.
there's no army base. I'm sure there's one. There used to be one at Komaki, but that's a GA type
All right,
base. It's not even an
the
American
bit's
base.
over, Alex. Calm down.
Do I look Japanese? Okay. I'm not good at roleplay.
You did great. But that's the nature of how that dude would ask questions. And it was another real example was and on the first day, the teacher was going over the syllabus and just repeating the things that he wrote in the syllabus and stuff. And this included rules okay, you can have laptops, but don't be on your laptops, just use them for notes and whatever. So he was kind of just, repeating verbatim what he had written of that rule. And so this guy raised his hand and they asked, so we can't use laptops in this class?
Oh my God.
It's no, he misheard him completely, but he asked it as
Oh my God.
It's just no, you said, what? So we can't use laptops in this class? No, I said you can use laptops. So it's just extremely, he vibrates on this extremely awkward wavelength, and it's just hilarious. But man, in the moment, it's extremely awkward, and people, you can obviously hear people tittering all the time. But Jesus Christ, this dude.
There's a kind of thick where somebody just misses details and asks questions that have already been addressed.
Right.
But what I found at my job, it's even more frustrating is people who they get things wrong about you or they don't remember things because they think that they are too smart for the conversation. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Too smart to remember things about this person who I'd like to be friendly with.
Yes, I get a lot of my line of business is not. First of all, no. Let me say this: it's great because I've met virtually 100% of my good friends in Japan through the bar. I've also met a lot of insufferable personalities.
Yeah,
yeah, there'll be, I haven't met any recently, fortunately, but there will be plenty of these stories to come.
Plenty more people to come as well.
Yes.
As we move on. But anyway, so this dude was in the class for the first day, but he hasn't showed up since. I haven't seen him. He didn't speak up yet or anything. It's been 3 classes. So I think he just dropped it. So, good for me. A little less awkward moments. But man, I wish I knew his YouTube channel. I'd like to see, like to hear his thoughts on some things, But so that was a nice saving grace. And the rest of that class so far is fairly easy.
Fun.
It's been 2 weeks already, so who knows what crazy things will happen.
Oh, who knows what wacky hijinks Ray will get up to?
Yeah. In the meantime, I'm just crunching on these English assignments day after day.
Oh, I thought you were going to say English muffins.
Oh, don't have those in the house, but wouldn't mind it.
What? They're great.
I know, but I'm not huge on carbs all the time.
Why?
Mitchell!
I don't like a lot of breakfast carbs.
I love carbs. Mr. Simpson, we come from the land of carbs. Check it out. I every day I have at least 1 rice and 1 pasta because they are the greatest foods.
And right. Yeah, no, I try to at least keep up some iron or protein. That's why I eat
Good.
Frosted Flakes.
Hey, they are adequate.
Yeah, they're adequate.
Anthony the Tiger, famous mascot for Frosted Flakes of Corn.
Well, I am eating the Walmart store brand Frosted Flakes. So yeah, maybe it is Anthony the Tiger.
What are they called?
Well, get this. They're called Frosted Flakes.
What? Fuck off.
I'm not kidding. However, I think the differentiation is with Kellogg's Frosted Flakes, they're actually called Kellogg's Frosted Flakes of Corn. Do you ever notice
That's
that
right.
small type on the box?
Yes, of course.
So I think that's where they painted themselves into a corner, because now you can just have fucking Sam's Club be like, great value Frosted Flakes. Here we go.
Okay. So Frosted Flakes of Corn. Why don't they start using the acronym FOC? What's wrong with that?
I can think of a few things.
Hang on. I have their. Hang on. I've come up with a slogan for them. There it is. Fuck. All right. Great.
Elsewhere in my life, we might be moving.
What?
Not in a dramatic sense, but
what?
well, my wife's commute is killing her. So
Oh, no.
we might be moving back up north to the peninsula area of the Bay Area, which is where
Ooh,
I used to live.
Secret is in the eye of the peninsula.
Yeah.
All right.
Not exactly where I used to live because I don't even have a place yet, but around that area, the area they would call that. So yeah.
Fun. I hope that's not terribly expensive.
Well, it will be a little bit smaller. We will have to get a smaller place and then rent out this house.
Is it going to be the whole fam or just you two?
No, just us.
Okay, good. Fun.
Yeah, for the time being. Just renting a place will probably have to be minus a bedroom. So now I'm facing an incredible, stressful proposition of lessening my load as far as all my material shit.
And I know you just brought back a whole bunch of shit from Washington, right? A bunch of games.
Yes, but those are already being sold. The entire point was to sell all those. But
Good,
they're not
okay.
all gone yet, you see.
Uh-oh, Crusader Ascenti, get off my fucking couch!
No, Crusader Ascenti is gone.
Oh,
And
okay,
sold for a pretty sum.
Nice.
Yeah, actually, most of the actual games are all gone. But I now have some bulkier items, like a super scope and a lot of other accessories that do have to get out of here. Things of that nature. But as far as the things I'm keeping and have kept, I still have to figure out what to do with all that. And that includes like the furniture I also bought, to keep things in order for those things, all those games I have, and so on and so forth.
What about your standing desk? Can I buy that?
No.
Why?
I'd like to keep that. Well, you don't even want it that anyway. It's the crank version. It's the cheap IKEA crank one.
So, I love Crank 2 High Voltage. Sell it to me. I don't give a shit.
All right, fine.
Yes, standing.
Also, why ship that to you in Japan? That's like $1 million in shipping.
Yeah, but now I can stand at work? I don't know.
And it is the cheapest one from IKEA. You could probably just go to IKEA or something.
Oh, it's a Timothy. All right.
What? I don't get
know.
it.
Because they name all their shit.
Oh, okay. I forget the name, yeah.
I've not been to the IKEA here yet, and I don't know that I need to go, because Japan already has a pretty good cheapish furniture stores. Like Nitori is one of the big ones. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
I bought desks and an entertainment unit at Nitori like 10 years ago that are still going strong.
Yeah.
And they're very affordable.
Yeah, I can see that. So yeah, IKEA, Nitori. Maybe they'll merge and become Nikia.
That's a town in FF6, everybody. Yeah. Yes! That's right! I've given up on my perfect playthrough.
Okay. Yay.
Well, mostly just because I resubbed to FF14.
Oh, well, I mean,
What?
what does that have to do with anything, though? You're always
Because it's taking
resubbing
up
to
all-
FF14.
because it's taking up all my time now.
But when are you not resubbing to FF14 is what I mean.
When I'm taking a break from it, which I was for about a month, and that month is over. Yeah, here's the deal. I don't want to get into this yet, but I hit a personal goal recently, and to celebrate that goal, I decided to resub to FF14, and I did.
right.
And the new version update is dropping in the middle of this month, so get ready for that.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like you don't have FF6 at hand at all times anyway, so
That's not the issue. The issue is time.
hey,
What?
I'm not saying it's an issue. Just saying.
I'm saying you're the issue.
Holy shit, why are you attacking me?
Raymond, the team and I had a discussion. You're off the show.
Good, I don't like this treatment.
From now on, it's just me and Russell Brand.
I'm a loaf.
Really sorry. Yes, folks, welcome to No More Loaves. No, wait, I am one. Welcome to Loaves.
Alex, I was just saying.
What? What?
All I'm saying is that FF6 will always be by your side.
I know that.
And, probably within another month, you'll be going for that perfect run again.
Probably.
Or next GDQ event or whatever.
Yes.
Whenever some big speedrun thing happens.
It's called Goddamn Q.
Mm-hmm.
Fun.
I do want to go back to Nitori for a bit.
Yeah.
Because wait.
What?
No, go ahead.
No, you know what? I was so dedicated to my indignant side that I forgot what I was going to say.
Okay. I was just going to say,
So go.
I am a little bit obsessed with the way Masahiro Sakurai organized his games. So there's these
Oh, really?
articles, there's like these interviews that he did where he was like taking pictures and showing the magazine or whatever how he stores all his games. And the main thing is that he takes all the games and discs out of the cases and basically puts the cases away and puts all these games in like, CD folders and such. And basically just, let's say decanters his games a lot. And I tried that in a way, I experimented with it a while ago. Didn't really take, but now I'm thinking I might have to go a bit harder towards that. If we're moving into a smaller place and might have to fit a desk and a couple of shelves, a couple meaning 5 or so, and just stuff like that. Anyway, he was mentioning that some of these containers that he had for PSP discs and stuff. Oh, I just got that at Nitori. I got this at Nitori. Oh yeah, they're great. So that was
Nitori's pretty good.
That's how. That's the coincidence that I'm
And,
thinking about Nitori.
And the big perk is that they deliver too, which is nice.
Oh yeah, well, IKEA
There's
kind of
another
does.
one-
Yeah, you can choose to have IKEA deliver. It's just not worth it when you have a
Or
car.
I could ride with a reckless driver with no license on the fucking highway, Ray.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You?
I have a license.
Now you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when I went to IKEA with you, those many years ago,
Mhm.
and you were driving like a maniac on the road, I didn't realize you didn't have your license.
I don't recall.
I'm just gonna. I can't wait to get you under oath. Fine.
I don't recall.
What? There's another good Japanese department store for furniture called Yoshizuya, which is pretty good. I bought some stuff through them as well.
Yoshinoya?
Yoshizuya.
Do they have a beef bowl?
Yes. It's great. Oh no. Okay, no. I did have a beef bowl. I did have a beef bowl at the Yoshizuya food court years ago, and I was sitting next to this group of five attractive Japanese women and one grotesque gaijin guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, wow, look at this guy. Good for him.
Okay.
And one of the girls comes over to me and says, "Hi, would you like to join us?" And I'm immediately cautious. I'm like, I'm okay. I'm good over here. I'm just eating my beef bowl.
yeah.
And then she's like, okay. And then she goes back to her table. And then she comes back 5 minutes later with a pamphlet for what I believe to be the Church of Latter-day Saints.
Oh.
I believe it was a Japanese Mormon sect that was just hanging out in the food court, having food, and always ready to try to pick up people.
Oh, yeah, they're always ready.
Yeah. But that, wasn't that, what's his name? Jonestown.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That dude, like his whole thing was like recruit people to the cult with attractive women because it works.
Oh yeah, for sure. That seems
not
that's
this
a running
guy.
thing. No.
Pointing to myself.
Yeah, you know better.
Do I?
No,
Yeah.
you don't.
No. What's come up recently in my group chat is the Japanese Happy Science group, the Happy Science. I forget if it's called like Happy Science Foundation, Happy Science something.
Yeah,
That's basically a Japanese. It's a cult.
Yeah.
And if you take a walk around town, Nagoya, but I'm sure any big city in Japan, you know their buildings immediately when you pass by them because they are gaudy as fuck. There's usually giant pillars and gold statues and shit, and you're like, what the fuck is this? That's a cult.
Wow. Straight out of the bubble.
Brooklyn. Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. If anyone's interested in hearing about the Aum Shinrikyo cult, last podcast on the list did a fascinating 4-part series about it last year or a couple years ago, which I completely recommend. Give it a listen, or read the fucking, was it Haruki Murakami's Underground? Was that the one about the sarin gas attacks? Yeah. I was thinking, wait, was that the one that takes place before the quake? And then my mind was like, no, that book is called Before the Quake. So good work, brain. Not the podcast.
All right. Well, that's a high note.
Yes, it is. High note to take a break on?
Sure.
Awesome. We'll be back after these.
Hey, Chris, what's the War Rocket Ajax podcast about?
Well, Matt, if we were smart, it'd be about murders, but it's actually about comics.
War Rocket Ajax. It's not about murders, but it is weekly on the Greenlit Podcast Network.
Folks, we're back. It's No More Whoppers. I'm Ray. That's Alex.
Hi, guys.
Alex, you got anything to talk about? I do.
Well, for fuck's sake. I was going to say yes, but you go.
Oh. Well, I mean.
No, go.
I insist. You.
Sideshow Wagyu, John Campone.
Talk about Netflix again.
I could have show. All right, go.
I wanted to talk about that. I did end up watching The Naked Director again with my wife. Because last time I said that it probably would have been too much for her. It wasn't.
Good.
It was fine.
Well, yeah, she's an adult. I think she can handle a thing.
I know. I just was like, I didn't want her to get too squirmy to the point where she didn't want to see any more of it, but she did. So that was fine. And my real point being that in the second viewing, boy, a lot of those flaws that I did not like about the show really came up again. And
oh, no.
Yeah, I just didn't really like a lot of the fictionalizing and basically just the bad production sometimes. Just like there's this entire episode where they go to Hawaii and like every second of it just sucks. Like it just is a terrible filler episode, and it shouldn't be because they present it as, oh, it's our big Hawaii thing and this is where he gets arrested and has to stay away from Japan. But it's just
porn goes Hawaiian.
Oh boy, it's just a real zero of an episode because like they don't establish things well. People are mad for no reason. Other things are not explained properly. There's the racist against Japanese cops who are also Japanese, I mentioned. Just a bunch of weird shit. And none of it maps to any of the things that actually happened to that guy when he went to Hawaii. It was just like a completely fictionalized story to just get him arrested one way or another and move the story along. Yeah, and other things about that show. that I didn't like. I mentioned that VCR thing last time.
Yeah.
I used it as the featured image on the post.
I saw that.
Just dumb crap like that. And I realized, I went back and looked up, it was based on a book that was also what they call a nonfiction novel. And I thought, oh, that's the same as that book, Console Wars, which was also highly fictionalized and really grated on me. So now I'm watching a show based on another one of those things, and that also kind of grates on me.
Was Console Wars the fuck? What's his name? The Seth Rogen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I almost said Joe Rogan, and I imagine him trying to hook up a Sega Genesis and laughed.
Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I was just saying, like, oh yeah, it's the same kind of thing. No wonder I don't entirely like it. That's all.
Well, that's unfortunate, but I still got to catch up on shows. I still got to see the final season of BoJack, which I'm a fan of. Catch me on an episode of Horse, the BoJack Horseman podcast. I forget where it is. It's wherever you get your podcasts.
Oh yes.
What's up?
I do want to mention another Netflix thing, which is related to Terrace House and the new Terrace House season.
Is this the fucking Ray show today? What is going on?
Okay, never mind.
Sorry.
Moving on.
I'm sorry. Raymond, you know my whole deal is outbursts for comedic effect. Please continue.
And sometimes they really hurt.
Sorry. Come on. You know me.
Okay. Anyway, I wanted to bring this up to you specifically because they let a guy on there from America, but knows Japanese, part Japanese, whatever.
Okay.
Who says he is a stand-up comedian.
What?
And then they show him trying to practice for a set, and it is clear that this is his first time being a stand-up comedian.
Oh, no!
And so they show him just like practicing his bit, to himself, in front of the mirror or whatever. Not really a mirror, but I mean, and it's just like this very slow, deliberate. He kind of sounds like a stoner anyway, and it's just not coming together at all.
Oh no.
And then like in the next episode, he gets to do his actual act on stage at the local comedy place in Tokyo, and basically does the exact same set in the exact same manner and completely bombs, and everyone in the room is super awkward.
Wait, sorry, was this in front of a Japanese crowd?
No, foreign.
Oh boy.
He does it in English, so yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Much like you did that one time. But
yes.
The thing is that, you kind of knew what to do. You understood what worked or not. This guy, like I said, apparently seems to have just been like, yeah, I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm on the show now. I'd better try and be one.
Oh boy.
And yeah, it did not go over well to anybody. And I was just like, boy, you know what? No one now, this is now poisoned. This is a poisoned episode. If I showed these to you, Alex, because I like Terrace House and I wanted you to try and get into it, you would be completely turned off and unconvinced. And I would once again fail at trying to get you interested in something I like. So yep. I cannot show you these episodes under any circumstances, nor should you try and seek them out, because you will not at all be interested in Terrace House once you see just how terrible this kid was.
Strike them from the record, bury them in the New Mexican desert.
Yes.
I don't want any part of them.
And I want to say that to our listeners too. Do not show Alex any of this. You're going to ruin it for me. You're going to ruin it for both of us.
Rant more about bad comedy. I got to pour my coffee.
Oh God. Anyway, his act, or what they showed of it, was just like this guy making some sort of weird observations about salarymen, or as he called them, salarymans. And it was just like, it's just like they're so depressed. Why don't they just fucking kill themselves? And he really labored on those swear words and stuff. And it's just like, man, oh man. And it was so slow and deliberate at it too. Like not what you'd really expect from any kind of stand-up, except, certain stand-ups who succeed at being slow and deliberate. Like Mitch Hedberg or Alex Raioli or those type of guys. How's the coffee going? Well, might as well start my live stream now. Let's play Golden Axe 2. Alright, starting the game. I'm going to select... I'll just be Axe Battler. That'll work out. Yeah, there we go. And, here we go. Alright. Stage 1. This is a blind playthrough. I have not played this in a long time, so let's just go ahead and try that out. I like video games. They are fun to play.
Ow! Fuck! Oh, that's hot! Oh! Okay, hi, how's it going?
Do you think it's sporting to just leave in the middle?
No, I was going to edit that out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I did say a little bit more about his act. I don't know if you want to record some commentary afterward. That would be dumb, though.
Sum up what you said.
He was talking about salarymen, or as he called them, salarimans, and how they should just, I don't know why they just don't fucking kill themselves.
Whoa!
And he would,
some of them do.
yeah.
That's the issue.
It was incredibly tone deaf.
Oh, jeez.
Emphasis on deaf.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because I wanted to draw some parallels between my amateur stand-up comedy experience and what I'm going through right now with game design.
Okay. Are you saying that your game design is laughable?
No, Raymond. I mean it is, but that's not the point.
No.
So I'm still, as I'm still sort of in the planning phases of this, every day before work, I'll spend about 2 hours just hammering away at a laptop in the bar, working on the scenario of this game. I'm coming up with a basic ass plot.
Right.
And I'm like 11 or 12 pages into this thing, and it's almost finished. I have like the whole story pretty much structured and ready to be properly fleshed out. The issue that I'm finding, though, is, and this is the exact same problem that I had when I was trying to put together stand-up material. I feel like I'm pulling from too many disparate sources. So when I started to do, I was really motivated to do stand-up because I found out there was an open mic, a regular open mic in Nagoya. And at the time, I was starting to get really into comedy albums through podcasts. I was listening to a lot of comedy podcasts, and a lot of comedians would go on and promote their albums. And I'm like, oh, shit, I can just buy an hour of this hilarious person talking at me? Hell yeah, I want to do that. So that's when I got super into Patton Oswalt and Paul F. Tompkins and all those guys. But I tried to put together a stand-up routine, and I was pulling from like 5 different styles of comedy. And when you put it all together, it's not cohesive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was running. I feel like I'm running into the same problem with the game because I'm pulling inspiration from all these different RPGs that I loved as a kid. But at the same time, I'm also thinking, well, but these are different styles of game when you get down to it. And I don't want it to look like just a clusterfuck of ideas. I want it to feel cohesive in the end, and I don't know how to sort of reconcile that at the moment.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe you just need to calm down and refocus. I mean, well, the thing is that writing anything, you're going to have to go through drafts, and you'll make it better.
Yes.
I learned that from the Neil Gaiman Masterclass. No, not really, but I saw the ad for it.
That's just as good.
Yeah. So, I mean, don't worry about it too much when you're just starting the damn thing. But
yeah,
I mean, I understand just having that anxiety to begin with. It's just like, am I overdoing it? Am I underdoing it? Blah, blah, blah.
That's the other thing is that I knew I was going to feel this way. So I tried to head off these feelings by before the laptop phase, I was in the notebook phase. And one of the first things I wrote in my notebook was, all of this is going to seem like trite bullshit RPG plot contrivance, but it's going to come together in the end through if it's properly realized and it's properly detailed. If you boil down any RPG to its bare essentials, a lot of them they just sound like boring ass checklists, like cutscene with protagonist and father, cutscene protagonist gets quest, another cutscene, protagonist confronts bad guy. Like it all sounds what.
I'd argue that any story outline is going to be like that. But maybe, with an RPG, because everything is drawn out so much longer than your average movie, for example. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm at the stage right now where I'm moving on from that skeletal structure to a more properly filled out sort of description. Like I'm almost at the point where I'm writing dialogue. Right now, I'm still just writing what happens in the scenarios, but those are getting more and more detailed. Like every day, I go back to those and I'm adding a paragraph or two of extra detail, and sooner or later, it's going to be, these will be properly fleshed out. But at right now, they still seem to me like some kid writing fan fiction, and I hate it.
Yeah, I know. I have felt that way about my stuff for sure. When I wrote, creatively, or tried to, try and write my own things creatively, and it's just like, this is going to age so badly, and it did. But the problem is, I didn't try to improve it, or stick with it, or try something a little bit like it but different. And that's the thing. You got to experiment.
Experimentation is great.
I know that you have your central idea for the story.
I do,
and characters and so forth, but. You cannot completely shut the door for any possibility of things changing along those lines.
Yes,
because it's going to take you so long to smooth it out and massage it.
I have a basic ass core concept, and I am married to that idea. And then as you start going deeper and deeper into the story, those are the things that are not set in stone. But there is an overarching, because it's based on. It's based on an old Japanese legend. I don't know if it's called a legend, and it's not even that old.
Of Zelda.
No. It supposedly happened at the start of the 19th century, so it's not even that old, like in Japan terms, because Japan is old.
Mm-hmm.
They got old stuff. Good thing these old gold pretzels are fat free.
Well said.
And I'm so enamored by this particular Japanese legend because it doesn't have an outcome. It's just a mysterious thing that happened, and nobody knows why or what it was. And I really want to explore what that is. What is this thing? And it's been really fun just coming up with ideas about how this concludes.
Yeah, I think it's interesting though seeing you, because I have my own ideas for some narrative-based games, but I'm not starting anything yet. However, I do have the ideas, and I think it's just kind of funny how like I started making a game, and then now you're trying it, but now you're also trying it with more of a narrative focus, which is a thing I'm probably going to do later on. So maybe we'll just leapfrog each other till the end of time.
I love it. Let's do it.
And become bitter enemies.
We're the original Frog and Toad.
Yeah, riding that bike.
Yeah. Oh, keep pedaling. Pedal harder.
That's all I remember. I don't remember any of those stories.
Me neither.
What'd they do? Find a dead body once?
Yes, Frog and Toad find a corpse. Frog and Toad commit tax evasion. Frog and Toad circumvent international law. Frog and Toad discover BitTorrent. Frog and Toad set fire to a Denny's.
Oh, that's a pretty specific one compared to the others.
I know, yeah. Well, they took a little turn. Frog and Toad meet the Boxcar Children. Frog and Toad bury the Boxcar Children. Frog and Toad and the Bible.
Whoa, it takes real turn.
Frog and Toad are still friends.
Can you believe it?
Frog and Toad exploit price matching at Best Buy.
Oh, so Frog and Toad are gamers.
Frog and Toad are gamers.
Oh, okay. That's a different one.
Frog and Toad and ethics in video game journalism.
Okay.
Frog and Toad stalk Tommy Lee Jones at home.
Mm-hmm.
Frog and Toad reenact The Godfather Part 2. Frog and Toad get sick on donuts. Frog and Toad start a Kickstarter. Frog and Toad start a Patreon. Frog and Toad open an Italian restaurant but quickly realize the overhead is just too much.
Frog and Toad's restaurant is visited by Gordon Ramsay, who dresses them down for 24 hours.
Frog and Toad and Gordon Ramsay battle opioid addiction. Frog and Toad go shopping for wedding rings.
I have a question. Does opioid addiction factor into your RPG?
Oh, you nailed it. You ever heard that Anthony and Opioid show?
Jesus Christ.
The one guy is just real slow.
I'm really glad you struggled to get that one out.
I'm not. I've only had one cup of coffee.
I was sarcastic.
I am Jackie Chan. Frog and Toad and Jackie Chan.
Jerk store!
Oh, jerk store is the line. So my issue right now with writing this is that because I don't write a lot of fiction, and the last fiction I wrote was probably for a college course.
Yeah.
So when I write fiction, I immediately feel like a 13-year-old.
Well, yes, and the last fiction I wrote was probably when I was 19, so I might as well have been a 13-year-old.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. 19 is the new 13.
Yeah, and also tried to like do a webcomic, which is, I put on the same level of crappiness. So,
oh boy,
yeah.
But I have a lot of good ideas that I know if they are properly realized, this story. So if I've got a lot of good, like, solid gut punch emotional moments, but when you write them down in a document with like fantasy names, it feels like I am a 13-year-old writing I just read Lord of the Rings for the first time and I just saw Star Wars for the first time and I'm like, I'm gonna make mine now, and I feel like such a sham.
I totally get it.
Even though at the end of the day, like when I close my laptop, I have faith in the story I'm writing, and I have faith that the characters are good and the story is interesting and the plot, all the plot beats are good. It's just right now in their current form, it looks like amateur hour.
Oh God, yeah.
Is this what the creative process feels like? Because I don't think I like it.
I suppose so. I mean, people do talk about the creative process. I don't think they touch too much on like feeling like your work is juvenile, though, unless you're writing young adult fiction, but that's different. But yeah, I mean, I guess I have no option but to watch you go through it and see how it works and feel better about
great.
myself.
Okay, yeah, I'll be your guinea pig.
Well, you are naturally. Like I said, I don't have any plans to start my own stuff for later, so.
Oh,
I don't even have narrative.
Let's go save the crystal.
Well,
what?
Final Fantasy, is it 6?
That's the one.
Yeah, I see. I'm not making an RPG, though. I wouldn't do that if you paid me.
What? Why? It's fun. They're great.
Seems a bit too bold.
No. Yeah, I was going to say playing an RPG is great.
Yeah,
Making one is already proving to be a phenomenal headache.
Yeah, for sure.
Because the most fun part is coming up with the story. I dread when I actually get to work on making sprites and making music and trying to put it all together. Because as I write this story, I'm trying not to let the other work I have to do interfere with or influence the plot ideas I want to do. Like, for example, here's a scene where I want this character to flail about, or I want to do a visually complicated thing. And I have to sort of divorce these things in my mind because I don't want to be thinking, oh, well, that means I have to make a complicated sprite and then animate it. I have to keep those separate when I'm writing. Otherwise, the story will just be, protagonist walks to a tree, roll credits. Like I can't be scared to like put in the fucking work to make shit.
I just imagined a character just hitting the tree and cutting to black. That's my game. Alex.exe. Well, it could be, things could evolve so much that it might not even turn out to be an RPG, Like there's that game To the Moon, which I hate, but people are horny for it. But it has JRPG graphics, but it plays out like a sort of a regular adventure game. Like you directly control the characters and things, and you pick up stuff and learn about the plot and everything. But it's not really a JRPG. It just looks like one. So it could be something like that.
Okay. Well,
something that doesn't have, doesn't have to have a battle system or towns.
Well, that's the thing. Okay, so like all things like battle systems and towns are, in terms of like endearing RPG characters to the player, are part of what I'm going to call passive characterization, where you're just like nothing is happening story wise, but you're spending time with these characters. You're putting them in battles. You're watching them get injured. You're healing them again. They're walking around town. You're talking to townspeople.
That's what I'm talking about.
But
you break the mold.
I like that kind of stuff. If you don't like RPGs, you're not going to like my game, no matter how good the story is. This is made for people who like old school RPGs, which is me, because it's my favorite genre. And this is sort of just meant to be a big, dumb, fat love letter to 8, 16, and 32-bit RPGs that are my favorites.
Well, it wouldn't be the first, that's for sure.
Well, mine's got nothing distinctive about it.
Don't be so down on yourself.
We'll see.
Just keep it up.
I will.
I have a wish that maybe you could make it look like Phantasy Star 4 as far as sprite design.
No.
Okay, well, I'll try something else then.
My visual model was Suikoden 2.
Okay, fair enough. That's fine.
But which I really like. I like the style of Suikoden 2, and especially the battle system. I wanted to do a 6-person battle system. I downloaded RPG Maker just to mess around, and because it was $5 on Steam, so I'm like, why the hell not?
Yeah, something you probably cannot make Suikoden style battles.
No, and I quickly looked up. Well, no, somebody found a way to sort of approximate the isometric view, and they uploaded. There's one video of somebody doing it on YouTube, and there's no link or explanation on how to do it. It's just, guys, look, I did it in RPG Maker, and this doesn't explain how.
Oh yeah, love that. I
downloaded RPG Maker mostly to play around and get a feel for how scenarios are supposed to flow, and like where I'm supposed to put event markers and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I have no experience in game design, so I'm just diving into this thing head first.
Yeah, it's more like you kind of know how it works from playing them, but you need to see exactly how to actually make that happen.
Yes, I do.
No, I'm just saying.
That's the other thing. The other thing, obviously I'm getting inspiration from all these RPGs that I love, but a lot of it is working to my detriment because I played so many of them when I was young and impressionable. And
you got to do this perfect run of FF6.
Shut up! But no, FF6 is a good example where I played it when I was so young, I wasn't paying attention to or didn't realize what it was doing right. I was enjoying the game for those things, but I wasn't conscious of why it was fun. So I'm going back and replaying it. I'm playing with this mindset of like, why does this work? Why is this fun for me? Why does this flow properly?
Yeah. Welcome to the hell of game design, by the way.
Yeah. Yes. How many times in the past month have I Googled, fill in the blank basics of game design, scenario basics of game design, graphical basics of game design. Like I'm going through all these baby ass tutorials, just trying to get a grasp on what exactly it is I'm doing. And it's a clusterfuck right now, but we'll see.
Yeah. Well, it's mostly just making numbers fight each other. So.
Oh, fun. That should be a boss.
Yeah. Do you know what a float is?
It's like root beer and ice cream.
No, it's like an integer. Do you know what an integer is?
Yes.
Okay. It's like a big version of an integer, with decimals?
No, wait. Hang on. I thought integer was the invisible behemoth on Triangle Island in FF6.
Well,
is that close?
We got a lot of...
I gotta go.
We got a lot of...
Okay.
Got a lot of things to learn.
My bad.
We're still in baby step mode.
Wah, wah. Well, fun.
Feed me, goo goo.
Not the mama.
Hey, Tony's Italian restaurant.
Thank you.
Had to break the ice there somehow.
That's not what that means.
Did it anyway.
All right. You know what? You're dumb, but you commit to it.
I know. That's me now in the 2020s. I'm committing.
All right.
You want to call me stupid? I'll just roll with it.
All right. You're stupid.
Love it.
He does. All right, Raymond, why don't we take another quick break? Because we're going to come back with some fan fun.
Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah. BRB.
No, I'm RB.
If you love classic games, you might want to check out Retronauts, a podcast dedicated to classic games and the culture around them. Every episode, co-hosts Bob Mackey and Jeremy Parrish, that's me, go beyond the nostalgia of the games we all played as kids to find deeper meaning in them, or at least to find interesting things to say. That's Retronauts weekly here on the Greenlit Podcast Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to No More Whoppers, episode 189. I'm Alex, that's Ray.
Oh, I'm Ray. What? Jeez,
Yeah, you're
you
supposed
scared
to
me.
say
I
a
didn't
thing.
think,
Jesus Christ.
Didn't think I had to introduce myself.
You always have to be introducing yourself. Raymond, it's called ABI, always be introducing.
Oh, okay.
Raymond, it's time for Fan Fun. That's where we have fun with and by fans.
Absolutely.
For us, by us is what we call it.
Right.
What?
Yeah, Foob Ooh.
Cue the theme. Fan Fun. We love the Fan Fun. Where we talk about your name in a good way. Maybe you like the Facebook page. Possibly. And then you send us stories and then money. Maybe. A lot of it. And you get $1 for a second. Wait, no, you get a second for $1. And then there's some other things. We hope it doesn't offend you. It might. But we like it anyway. And, oh, God. What? That's right, Raymond. Fan Fun. Guess what we've got? It's the thrilling conclusion to
I can't guess? What, now I can't guess?
Yeah, fine. Guess.
The thrilling conclusion to whatever you were going to say.
Which is?
This episode of Tomorrow People?
Yo, Godot, I'm waiting here.
No. The backlog of Facebook likes.
Oh, the
we
conclusion.
had a ton of them saved up. The thrilling conclusion. However, this is the thrilling conclusion as of 3 months ago. So I have to go back to Facebook likes for next episode and get all the new ones. So if you're not on here and you've liked the Facebook page recently, don't worry about it. We'll get you next time.
Great.
Thanks for visiting Florida. We'll get you next time. All
Take
right.
the pen.
Take the pen. Jesus Christ. Take the pen. That's better. Jack Klompus. Raymond, here's how it works. Go to facebook.com/No More Whoppers. Is that right?
Yeah. Of course it is. What else
like
would
our
it be?
Facebook page. I don't know. Like our Facebook page, I will turn your name or your Facebook pseudonym into a fun, quasi-disrespectful phrase. We've had some built up for a while. I'm going to finish them off today. Raymond, are you ready?
I'm always ready. Except for the times I'm not, and I have to interrupt the show, and you're like, God, what? Duh. Jesus, right. But yeah, now I'm good. Go ahead.
Fun. Here we go. All right. Award-winning film and television star has a new pet. Everyone meet Kat Huffman.
Boof. Good start. Good start.
Timothy David, the best Timothy D outside of On Her Majesty's Secret Service. Not much precipitation this year. I was really looking forward to a snow jam. What does vegan Cthulhu eat? Kale Sothoth. Samantha's cousin, Matthew Stanky. Not much precipitation this year. I was really looking forward to a King June.
Yeah.
Kyle Gotelli, go tell it to your mom.
That's good.
He runs a Japanese donut and bagel shop in Florida. It's Orlando Anaya.
All right.
Presidential candidate first draft, Bernie O'Dwyer. Should have ended with that one.
An Irish Jew?
Da Vinci sat Mona down, Andrew Oliver Beauty.
Oh. What?
I feel like he's liked the Facebook page before, Andrew Oliver.
Oh, okay.
I feel like he's double dipping.
I thought Beauty was part of his name.
No. I don't care if it's a sham to sell products. I still tune in for the O'Cleary Kamakonko Bar Hour. Moshi Ian Hernandez.
Oh, man. Well, that one's loaded.
And looking forward to the new Animal Crossing so I can get me a Belmer Gynoid. Everyone, thank you. Thank you so much for liking the Facebook page.
Man, that's right. People freaking out about that special edition Switch.
That's right. Stairs! Oh, and the Switch, yeah.
I mean, Animal Crossing, I don't get it. What do the animals even do?
They give you sofas.
Eh.
I'm very excited for it because Ruri's a fan of Animal Crossing, and we haven't had a game to play together at home on the couch for a while, so that will be nice.
Oh, well, good for you.
I just kind of wish, I wish that it wasn't the OG Switch model that gets all the love. Like, why don't they do a special edition Switch Lite with Animal Crossing stuff on it? I would buy that for her. I'm not going to buy her a whole new Switch, but I would love to buy her a Switch Lite.
Well, they had the next best thing, which is a carry case for it.
Carry case.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, that's all I got for you.
Just park the car.
Well, that's unfortunate. But super fun. That's a game coming out. You got that FF7 coming out in April. I'm looking forward to that. No, I'm not. Why am I saying that?
What? You're not?
I mean, I'm looking forward to fan reactions more than I am to actually playing the game.
People are already reacting to it.
I know, that's weird.
I mean,
no, it's not, because gamers, but...
And pretty much reacting exactly how I thought, because I knew that they were going to change a whole lot of that game, and people were not going to like it. And what do you know?
The problem is, like, I wouldn't buy the game... ordinarily, I think what I would do is just wait until the whole fucking thing is released and buy it all, every installment.
Yeah.
But because of the nature of my job, I have to buy most new releases for the bar.
Right.
Like Death Stranding, that's $70 wasted.
Oh boy.
Because I played like most of the first couple chapters and then just completely fell off. And I didn't hate the game. I thought it was kind of relaxing. There was just parts of it that frustrated me just enough that I'm like, I would rather just play something else on my day off,
To what degree is this obligation to actually buy new games like real and justified? Are people really like, hey, Alex, do you have Death Stranding yet? Or do people like begging you for it?
Here's how it works. And
Okay.
I want to say, even if I didn't own the bar, I would have bought Death Stranding anyway, just because it was the new Kojima game. Like, I would have bought that shit anyway, and I would have been disappointed anyway. Not disappointed, what's the word? Unfulfilled.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, if one of my regulars or someone that I like says they're interested in a new game, if at least two people say that, I'm like, oh yeah, I will buy that.
Okay. Right,
if
then.
nobody says it, I will not buy it.
Okay, I get it.
It is often very funny when a rando comes in and asks if I bought new military shooter 2K20 yet, and I'm like, no, of course I haven't. And they're like, what? Why? Because I don't give a shit.
And plus, what are they going to do with it? Because most of those games are multiplayer focused anyway. Wouldn't they want to like play on their own account or something?
Yeah. Somebody did give me a copy of Star Wars Battlefront 2, and I think 2 people have played it in the past year.
Yeah.
Past 2 years. Yeah, and they do play it online, but even then it's like, they
Yeah.
I'm sure they're having a good time, but it doesn't seem that way to me.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I get it. That game kind of fell off anyway, so.
Yeah.
That's especially tenuous with those multiplayer focused games. It's like, yeah, I could get it, but I have no idea if you're going to be back to play it because I kind of need people to keep playing it.
Oh man, that's the other thing is if people want to play a game that I own but's not installed, I have to confirm with them that they're going to be back. Because somebody wanted to play Doom the other day on the PS4, which, as you know, is like an 80 gig install.
Mm-hmm.
And I have maybe 3 megs free on my PS4 hard drive. So not only do I have to delete
One
a whole
MP3.
bunch of games,
Right.
yeah, not only do I have to delete a whole bunch of games to fit this one game, it's then taking up that 80 gigs. So like, before anybody plays that shit, I have to ask, like, how long are you in town?
Yeah.
Are you coming back to play this, or am I just going to delete this as soon as you walk out the door? Because this, oh, Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah. I like that idea of someone visiting Nagoya to see you and wanting to play an American game from 3 years ago. Like, fucking, hey, we got a Famicom.
Remember when they put games on discs?
Yep.
Yeah.
Fun times.
What's interesting is my sister-in-law, my wife's sister, has started coming to the bar recently with her coworker.
Okay, what's that about? Does she go? She traveling on vacation a lot, or what?
No, she works in Nagoya. She still lives in her hometown, but she works in the city and comes into the bar after work sometimes and plays a lot of Tekken.
Oh, okay.
Her coworker is pretty into Metal Gear Solid, so he just started playing Metal Gear Solid 3, the HD remaster in English.
Yeah,
but both of their English is very, very good, so it's no problem for them.
Okay, neat.
But they're fun. See, I do get fun people. It's not just me swearing at randos.
Yeah, or me.
Or you. Shut up.
Well, I wasn't swearing. But...
Sorry. No, what the fuck? No, this is no. There we go. That's a bad word.
Exactly.
Alex, what's going on?
We didn't have any more fan fun, did we?
Nope, that's it. Oh wait, you know what? I didn't even check if we have overnerds. Raymond, this just in, no mail.
All right.
Folks, if you want to get in on our listener mailbag, a.k.a. Overnerds, send us tales of awkward nerds you've encountered or tales of yourself when you were just a wee teen to nomorewhoppers@gmail.com.
Should we start opening up to voicemail? A lot of shows I listen to now do that.
Yes. That's a good idea. We are going to open it up to voicemail. Send in recordings of your voice talking about nerds, and we will play them.
Well, I mean, we could set up a number.
Oh, shit. 1-900. Hang on. No more. Who?
Well, it doesn't.
No more. No more.
First of all, there's no guarantee you'll get what you want because there's.
Shut up. Call this number regardless. I don't give a shit.
Okay.
Everybody call. Try 1-900. Try 1-800. Try 1-888. Try 911. No, do not.
976.
976. Just email for now. We'll figure out the number later. That's all I have.
1-900-SEX-ALEX.
No.
Why did that get me?
Yes.
Damn it. All right.
1-900-1-PhD girls.
There we go. That's the one.
Number.
That's the one. Wow. So are we done with the show then?
I think we are. We had a quick one this week. You know what? But we're starting to get more regular, and it's all thanks to Fiber.
I guess so. Fiber being the dietary supplement called the Greenlit Podcast Network.
That's right. Get on it. No, wait. Listen to it.
Consume it.
There we go. Yes,
consume it is the real point.
Put on your fucking They Live glasses and consume.
Love those glasses.
Right? Roddy Peeper.
Okay.
God damn
it.
Thank you. It's been a fun afternoon of sitting here talking to my friend Ray. We're gonna be back next month. I mean, you know what? We could even record more often than that. You know?
Yeah.
Because I'm starting to wake up earlier now.
Okay.
I'm actually conscious most days of the week now.
Yeah, and who knows when another Douglas is gonna die.
That's right. What are some other famous Douglases?
Well, there's his son.
Oh, right. Michael. Douglas. Douglas Adams. That's it. Wait. Douglas Funny.
Funny, Douglas. Yeah.
Funny, Douglas.
Yeah.
I would. I would love to see a fucking family portrait of Kirk Douglas, Michael Douglas, and Doug Funny.
Okay, gee, that's not even.
Look, you know what? I don't give a shit. I still want that as a painting hanging on my wall.
All right, get in touch with Brandon. What's his name?
Bird.
Brandon Bird. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, there we go. Not to be confused with Brad Bird.
Right. That's why I didn't say his name.
Raymond. Thanks. I think that's all for us this week. Did you have any closing remarks before I make a verdict? Wait. Speaking of making a verdict,
okay.
Tomorrow, I am going to the sentencing hearing for my boy who got into legal trouble
Oh my God! Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I haven't heard anything from that. Yeah.
I hope he's listening to this because if he is, that means everything went great. If he's listening to this 2 years from now, everything did not go great.
Okay.
So me and another pal are going to show up at the courthouse and just he said it's going to take like less than 5 minutes. Extremely brief because it's just a sentencing reading. But hopefully it works out for him because we are at our wits' end here, just worrying about our boy.
Yeah, I mean that's still intense even for a quick thing. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's not quite the trial of the century, but yeah, that's going to be a big blow if things don't work out.
Yeah.
Well, sending my best to that person who I have not met, but I have heard the story and it's really bad. So
yeah, sending our love down the well.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh boy.
Okay, well, that is the show.
Yes, thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. You can find us on our website, nomorewhoppers.tumblr.com. Still holding out. That's also how you give us money so far. Still haven't had Alex help me work out what to do with Patreon, but I'm not blaming him. I'm just saying.
Oh, shit, yeah. That's on me.
It's WIP. But yeah, for right now, you can give us money through PayPal. And people seem to do that still, so it's great. And as we mentioned, facebook.com/nomorewhoppers to like the page, get your name in that funny segment where Alex says funny things.
Hey, your name's dumb. Sorry, that's mean.
That was a little bit more mean than what the actual segment is.
I was stretching and I wasn't fully participating. Right. I apologize.
I get it. Stretch, yeah. Stretch instinct.
Thank you. No, Stretch Armstrong.
Okay, no, killer instinct.
Play fighter.
If you want, you can send us over nerds, which are brief and funny stories about nerds you have encountered and annoyed you or just made you laugh. Sort of like the guy I mentioned in class, but I don't know if he's really a nerd, just a weirdo. Nevertheless, that could count. Why not? Send us those at nomorewhoppers@gmail.com. And our Twitter is nomorewhoppers. That's where sometimes we post things, but we mostly post on our own personal accounts. Alex's.
Follow me at Pitohui, Pitohui. My business is Critical Hit Nag at Critical Hit Nag. Last month I accidentally called it Critical Hit Bar. That is not the Twitter because for legal purposes I'm a used game shop.
You're a nag.
I'm a nag. Thank you. I also have an account where I post funny overheard things at the bar. That is at OOCCHQ. Follow those for good time funds. Raymond, back to you at the news desk.
Thanks. You don't need to throw it back. We're just doing the end of the show. I'm RDB AAA on Twitter. My business is called Bipedal Dog. That's where I made a game called Blast Rush. That's on mobile. You can check that out. I suggest going to Critical Hit. Haven't yet, so I don't really know if it's like a thing that you would like, but you can check it out.
Oh, we just we got a visit on Monday from some Wizards of the Coast dudes.
I see.
Because once again, I believe the Magic the Gathering World Championship is being held in Nagoya, as it was 3 or 4 years ago.
Oh, the MTGWC.
Yes, and we got some wizard boys dropped in on Monday. I didn't meet them because I was in the bar working on like my game plot stuff for a little bit, but my guy Zan was working. He was happy to meet them because he's the real tabletop guy, more so than me.
He's got lots of tables.
He's got several tables.
A warehouse full of them.
Yes.
I was on Retronauts, but that probably won't show up for another month. But, I still do that show, so why not, right? Great.
Love it!
And another way to give us money is via a shirt. We sell No More Whoppers shirts on that same website I mentioned 3 minutes ago.
That's right. We got to make a new shirt.
Oh, yeah. We got to do a lot of things. How about a Patreon first?
All right, fine. Yes, all right. I get it.
Okay, he gets it. We're good. All right. Well, thank you, Alex, for being a good sport.
Anytime.
Everybody else, keep your nose clean and we'll see you next time. Gold subscribers, stick around till after the show. Our hip-hop competition is nearing the end. It's down to Grandma P versus Grandpa WS. Who will take it all away in the next rap thing we're doing? Bye.
What? Wait.
called improv. Try it sometime.
What goes here? Do we know?
No. I mean, we do, but, we'll look it up when it's time.
Well, it might be time when I get to work, so I gotta know.
All right, well, look at the thing. The thing.
What thing?
We'll be back.
That wasn't part of the show.
Okay.
You can't say we'll be back when we're not recording the show.
All right. I'm just kidding.
Do you I would imagine you waiting in line at the. I imagine you waiting in line at the fucking bank, and the teller says next, and you chuckle, and then you say, "Now back to the show."
Yeah, it doesn't work in every situation, but I try.